So we have a new segment that we're going to debut on BYU Sports Nation. Yesterday, while I was doing an interview one-on-one with Bronco Mendenhall, we had Michael Alisa come in studio. Michael Alisa is going to be our all-access man for BYU football. Each week we will talk with
every Wednesday.
Fifth-year senior linebacker, ninth-year senior linebacker, whatever he is. In all seriousness, a really, really great segment on BYU Sports Nation. It debuts now. Jerem Jordan, one-on-one with Michael Alisa. Here it is.
All right, Michael, we're pumped to have you here on BYU Sports Nation. We're excited about this regular Wednesday feature in which we kind of go inside the locker room with you. You take us there. Why is it that you agreed to our request to be on BYU Sports Nation and take us inside?
Well, I've always been a 007 James Bond fan.
Okay.
And, this undercover feel kind of gets my, adrenaline pumping. I think that's a good way for me to prep for the games, help me play at a better speed. And, I just really want to get into broadcasting. I love this atmosphere. I've become good friends with you, Jerem, and Spencer, and it's been a blast. So I'm excited for this.
Bronco Mendenhall said that he does not watch the program last week, which was a shock to us. He said that some of his close sources might watch, Zach Nyborg or something. How do we get Bronco to actually watch BYU Sports Nation?
Maybe this might be what it takes. Maybe having one of his
own. To see if you're saying
own.
something you shouldn't?
Okay. Well, maybe I need to say the wrong thing and then get him interested and then just be like, oh, that was just a joke.
So what's the wrong thing? I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the transition from fall camp to Connecticut. Fall camp seems like it is riddled with two teams that are fiery. There's some fights. Does that change when you start preparing for Connecticut? Do you get to the one team at some point?
No. Fall camp is offense versus defense, tee off. And some of those the fire carries on in the locker room and in the training room because there's those competitions that are going on so fiercely, and there's the position battles within position groups. So that is also some of the adds to the tension of the team. Once you get past fall camp, tension gets relaxed within the team and is targeted at your next opponent. In this case, it's UConn, and we get our scout team and it's first offense against the scout defense of UConn and first defense against the scout offense of UConn.
You've been on both sides, running back, linebacker, a couple switches now. Who generates more hate? Is it the defense because they can actually take out the aggression by hitting someone?
Okay, honestly, defense, you have to play it with a little anger in your soul, I kind of forgot about that. It took a while for me to get back in the groove of things and get that, the animosity, the burn going in my soul again.
How do you create that burn?
Gosh, I don't know. You got to
you think of negative things about the
you can't think negative. You always got to think positive in sports. But I mean, and you know this. But I mean, you just get just high on this passion to just kill somebody. And
just run into somebody.
Yeah, just hurt some human being that's wearing another color. That's
ultimately
all it is.
You don't want to injure them, but that's the mindset you have. What's the difference? Because it's probably a negative buzzword to be like, I want to hurt someone, I want to kill someone.
I mean, if I'm going to tackle a guy, I'm not thinking, okay, if I can tackle his knee or his ankle, maybe spraining it, I'm not thinking that. I'm just trying to get this guy down and do it hard, and everything you're doing, you're running hard, you're defending blocks hard. You're holding the edge as hard as you can. Everything is just fast and explosive on defense. And offense is the same, but there definitely is a different mindset is what I've experienced.
Who's the most fiery guy on the defense? The guy that's just ready to explode at any moment?
As a person, I'd say Down Levitt. Just personality.
That was my guess too.
Personality, yeah. Even off the field, he's he's kind of just out there. He might just punch you in the face for no reason.
That's what Adam Heenan
Craig
said
Bills,
Monday.
though, is the guy who has taken the leadership role on the defense as, the contained explosiveness is how I describe it. Because off the field, he's a very serious guy and a great leader. But on the field, he's that madman who's flying around and throwing his body into guys.
On the depth chart, you were listed at the will linebacker behind Bronson Kafusi. Was that any surprise to you, or were you happy to be, or with Troy Hines as the backup?
No. I mean, you look at Bronson Kafusi, that guy is just an animal. And I still look at him right now with the defense. He looks like a man amongst boys, really. And the whole defense is right here, and there's Bronson Kafusi.
The giraffe.
His head, the giraffe. And he's not just tall; he's filled out. He just looks like a large human being, and he plays well too. So no surprise there.
We talked in a Cougar Camp All Access interview with you about some nicknames. You mentioned Austin's zone leader Heater, which I thought was fantastic. Adam Pulse for AP.
Mm-hmm.
What other nicknames of other guys can you clue us into? Like Jamal Williams is Jay Swag Daddy. Does he go by another nickname? Does Taysom have a nickname?
Well, I mean, of course, we know Baby J as well.
Baby J. Okay.
Adam Hine, we call him Machine. Because-
Machine.
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Blaine Fowler has a man
Self-explanatory.
crush on Adam Hine. Just
Don't we all? And then Nate Carter, for such a small guy, I call him Nate Weight, but he's, I mean, this might be one of those things that Bronco might get upset about. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
But some of the coaches call him the Penguin.
The Penguin
Yeah, and
from Batman Forever.
maybe.
Is it the Batman character reference or just a penguin in
I
general?
think it's more off of the animal. Like,
Okay. Morgan Freeman could narrate his life.
yes,
that what we're talking about?
Watch out for the polar bears. Yeah.
Does Taysom Hill have a nickname internally?
Not yet.
No. What's your nickname?
Could call him Forrest.
Forrest. Why?
Just because he runs. Just running. Forrest Gump.
Okay,
Run, Forrest,
yeah.
run.
I was like, what does that have to do with trees? Yeah, I get you now.
And then my nickname has kind of been Captain Mike amongst the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was kind of a more isolated nickname.
Among the running backs, you kind of build up this rapport. You end up being, on the Doak Walker Award watch list, and you get hurt against Hawaii. And then you join this new group. How has been the interaction with a new group where you are a fifth-year senior and expected to be a leader, whether you play a ton or not?
Mm-hmm. So I came in thinking, okay, I'm bottom of the barrel again, and this is a new position group. I'm the new guy. But it wasn't the case. I came in and these guys were still looking at me as well. This guy's been in big games. He's made big plays. He's always been a contributor here at BYU, and upperclassman. He's a leader, and that kind of took me off guard. I feel like I shouldn't have. I should have been more prepared to fill that leadership role. But maybe it was good that I went in thinking I was bottom of the barrel, because I just was trying my hardest, and I was trying to get on every special teams and flying around every play of every practice. And I think that the guys saw that and saw, okay, maybe he is a fifth-year senior, but he's still willing to try hard for the program.
Michael Alisa joins us on BYU Sports Nation. Several freshmen in the two deep, which was interesting. We noted 7, 3 on the offensive line, 4 on the defense. Notably in the linebackers, Fred Warner as a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
I know Tyler Cook is there, Sione Takitaki, among others. These freshmen seem to have made a big impact. What kind of impact have you seen them make already? And it's because it's not often that a freshman comes in and does this. You did this as a freshman linebacker, got some playing time, but these guys seem to be pretty legit.
Oh, yeah. They're better than I was when I was a freshman, no doubt. I mean, Tyler, Fred, Troy, Sione.
Troy Hines, I forgot. Mission freshman. Can we call them mission
freshman? Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You definitely can, yeah.
Or grown men, as the opponent's called.
Because, think about it, this is their first college experience. So I mean, they're coming in with fresh eyes, and these guys are just hungry and willing to learn. I'm surprised at how Fred has picked up the defense so quickly. He really impresses me, especially the way he moves around on the field. He plays like an old guy, like a more mature college player. I play like an old guy.
Because you are the old guy.
Because I am the old guy.
Who is the oldest guy on the team right now? It used to be Mike Hayes.
I think it might be, man, I don't want to throw him under the bus. It might be either Devin Mahina or Kurt Henderson.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
They've been around a while. You need those guys are BYU guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, Kurt Henderson is the most dateable bachelor on our team.
Really? Tell me about that.
Well, I interviewed the team, asked around. I said, if you
On
had a daughter, who would you want them to date? And across the board, Kurt Henderson, except for Taysom Hill. He said he didn't want his daughter to date any football players.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to,
thanks, Tace.
Yeah. Nice job,
thanks,
buddy.
Forrest.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Connecticut, a team that won 3 games, but probably I imagine has your attention because it's a Virginia type situation. East Coast, a team that you think you should beat. What's the locker room like right now as you prepare for the Huskies?
It feels more serious than it did last year, and we recognize that. I think UConn has some playmakers. On offense, they have a number 85, one of their wide receivers.
Jeremy Davis.
He reminds me a lot like Cody Hoffman, does he not? He's that
big
tall
dude.
guy who fights for the ball. He does have
better hair than Cody,
a little better hair.
Yeah.
And he about the same speed, I'd say. I think he runs like a 4 or 5. He's really good. And number 4 is their little fast receiver, who's also pretty good.
Deshaun Fox, I want to say something like that.
I think that's right. Yeah.
So they have a couple playmakers, and they look like they're going to play 2 quarterbacks. Does that make it harder for you to prepare for a team when they play 2?
I don't know. I kind of when I see
Does that mean they have none?
I see instability, in the offense when you want to play two quarterbacks. One of them is the more athletic guy, even though he's not a Taysom by any means, but
Chandler Whitmer.
He's more of their scrambler, right?
Yeah.
Whitmer.
And then Casey Cochran. The dude has a mullet, a Boba Fett tattoo on his arm, and thought that BYU played in an incredible conference.
Okay.
Navy and Army probably are like, oh yeah, we do, yeah. Does that mean anything to you when the guy's got some personality to him as a
Boba
quarterback?
Fett worries me a little bit because that is
Worries you?
he is
Bounty hunter?
yeah, he's a pretty scary guy. But on a quarterback, that might be all show. If it was a linebacker with a Boba Fett tattoo, then maybe that'd mean something.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Connecticut, similar to Virginia, I mentioned kind of that. It's more serious. Is it more serious this fall camp because you lost to Virginia in that first game last year?
You know what? Yeah, I'd definitely say yes. That Virginia game was just the worst possible thing that could have happened to us that season because it just crushed our dreams right off the bat to a team that it shouldn't have happened with, and there's no way that can happen again because, like you said, here's another team that we're going into it. Everyone says that we should win, and last year we listened to that. This year we can't listen to that. Just play ball, shut down their stud receivers. On defense, they have a really good corner. And Taysom needs to make some good decisions when the receiver's going up against that guy. I think it's number 16 or 13. Yeah,
of course,
he's really good.
Byron Jones is 16.
Yeah, and he's like number 5, top 5 corner in the nation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. When you look at the way that you play defense, because they're playing two quarterbacks, because there's some new personnel, do you go to more base stuff in the first game to try and figure things out, or do you stay complex?
No. So a defense plays fast when they know what they're doing. So Coach Hal, I hope that he stays basic to start off, just so that everyone gets in the groove and feels comfortable out there and then can play fast. And who knows? We might just stay base defense the whole game. But you definitely want to make sure that everybody is just going hard. And the only way you can do that is if they know exactly what their responsibility is.
That first moment when you run out on Rentschler Field with that flag to open a season. Describe what you've maybe envisioned that feeling to be like.
Ah, gosh.
The first time for the last time.
So
you running out for the final time for the first game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know what? This whole fall camp, every practice has been kind of like a reinvention of myself as a football player, and I finally have found where I want to be mentally in a game. I like to have fun. I feel like in the past, I fought with myself like, okay, do I want to be, just totally quiet and not talk to anybody this game, or like where do I play comfortable at? And for me, I just play loose and having fun. And so going in for the first time, the last time, yeah, I just need to have fun and just enjoy this game. And I think that's what all of us need to do is play loose. And we've practiced hard. We know our responsibilities. Just do it.
Michael, great stuff. We appreciate the time. Good luck against UConn.
Thank you.